Welcome back to the DIY Detail Podcast.
I'm Ivan.
And I'm Nick.
And we're here to talk to you today about, well, dirty cars. We actually have one.
Dirty cars and the car wash. What kind of car wash can I go through? Is one better than the other? The reason we're talking about that here is because we're going to do an awesome test here. We're going to do a light polish on this, I imagine, and then ceramic coat half of it.
Yes.
And then you're going to take it on a battery of tests in the real world.
Right. Basically, this car follows our bus. It tailgates our bus everywhere we go. It's connected, but it looks like it's tailgating. And you can see how dirty it gets. And in the real world, our cars actually do get dirty. Now, a lot of detailers seem to think that once a car is ceramic coated, you have to wash it with a special pH neutral soap, and you have to wash it in a certain way, and you can't take it through a car wash anymore, et cetera, et cetera. But ceramic coating is there to protect against chemicals, right?
Yeah.
And it's resistant to marring, right?
It's fairly resistant to marring. I think promising scratch resistance is too far.
No.
But marring is a problem with microfiber towels and the drying process, and it can certainly mitigate against a bad oopsie.
Right. So we're going to ceramic coat half the car. Now, the paint is not perfect on this car. It's 10 years old. It's never been polished before. It's never been coated. So it isn't in the greatest of shape.
Wait, you never polished this car?
No.
I thought this was your baby. I imagine you would have done all kinds of stuff.
Knowing that we pull it behind a bus, it's sort of a moot point. You see what it looks like, and then you get this being hit by driving rain at 75 miles an hour from behind the bus. So it just gets looking really bad really quick.
I'm excited to coat all the exterior plastics and trim and ceramic coatings, ours and I imagine others, but I can speak to ours. Safe on all exterior surfaces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to be ceramic coating half the vehicle, and then Sylvie and I, once we leave here, we're actually going on a cross-country trip. So we're in Nebraska at the moment. We're going to end up in Florida, back up in Georgia, Kentucky, all sorts of places. So we're going to be driving through weather. We're going to be driving through rain. We're going to be hitting the occasional dirt road like we did yesterday. That being said, the car is going to get dirty. And we're going to take it through car washes just to show what a ceramic coating can do. And honestly, I've never done this test, so it might fail beautifully. Or what I'm expecting is that the ceramic coated side will hold up a lot better.
It's interesting because I wonder, if I go to my gas station and they say, do you want the $4 car wash with your gallon fill up, whatever, is that car wash inferior to the $15 car wash where, you've got all the vacuums and air compressors set up after you go through and, just more of the monthly subscription type? I mean, what's the difference in all these car washes?
There's a lot of differences. So a lot of times the one attached to the car wash or to the gas station is a touchless or a laser wash.
The gas station one?
A lot, yeah. Or where I'm from, most of the gas station ones are touchless because they require less maintenance.
Oh, because that feels safer to me, a touchless wash.
Safer, yes and no, because they use rather harsh chemicals to get the job done. Since you're not touching it, you need something. And you mentioned this in a previous podcast, the heat, the agitation, and pressure.
Well, the way I remember this is called chat, because apparently I like to talk.
No, I'm kidding.
Who knew that? Do you ever know those people where you could put them on mute for 10 minutes on the phone and put them on speaker, walk around, go to the bathroom, do the dishes, and you come back just for fun and they're still talking?
Yeah.
I might be that guy. Anyway, chat, chemical heat, agitation, time.
Right.
If you have no agitation,
Yeah.
each one of those is a pillars, CHAT.
Yeah.
If you don't have agitation, one of your pillars goes down, you're going to need more chemical, which is the C. So yeah,
right.
So agitation is a super important part of cleaning.
Yeah, so the touchless car wash, the agitation is done with the water, but it's the chemicals that are doing the work. So we're going to be taking it through touchless car washes. We're going to be taking it through the cheap gas station car wash that hasn't been maintained in who knows how long. And we're going to be taking it through the high quality professional car washes. We'll put it that way. The ones that are standalone buildings, all they do is wash cars. They maintain their equipment a lot better.
But I imagine those brushes get filled with all kinds of gunk. Or is that sort of a detailer's myth? Because we joke about it. We call it the scratch pass. We're like, those big brushes are going to be filled with sand and dirt and debris, and they're going to hit your paint, and it's going to really, really scratch it up. And I wonder, I'm like, these are pretty high-end operations. Like, I know
Yeah.
they make a lot of money, like McDonald's on volume.
Right.
But, I mean, this is a big industry, car washing. You
It
imagine
is.
they would have advanced in that way at some point, or?
They have. So go back to the 70s, 80s, maybe even 90s. We had big nylon brushes turning really fast.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were scratching cars. But the car wash industry, like any industry, is evolving, is getting better. They want to provide the best customer service they can. They don't want to scratch your car. That's not a goal of theirs. They want to clean your car. So now they're using slow-turning neoprene brushes. And a well-maintained car wash, that brush touches your vehicle. By the time it comes back around, it's been fully rinsed. So there are differences in car washes. But we're going to be experimenting all of them. Basically, wherever we stop, we'll find the closest car wash, take the car through. So you'll be seeing a lot of little short videos on the car wash, and then at the end, Nick will edit it all together.
I like to talk about a wide range of topics. So there's
Yeah.
a pretty well-known guy in the detailing industry, Dylan Von Kleist.
Right.
Recently left Rupes, big polishing company.
Yeah.
Detailers know them. If you don't out there, know them. And he talked about the reality is, the elephant in the room in the detailing space is that the people who are making the real money, and I know that your big push is to help
Yeah.
detailers become entrepreneurs, and it's a really, really awesome thing that you talk about because, let's be honest, detailing, I love the cleaning of the cars. Running a
Right.
business is very difficult in a shop setting. You're the guy. Detailers Business Academy, we'll put a link up above.
Yeah.
But car wash industry, they make bank.
Exactly. Your average run-of-the-mill, not that successful car wash sees more cars in a day than most detailers see in a year.
It's wild. I mean, if you go on a nice day
Yeah.
and you see that lineup, and if you're a detailer, which maybe you're an enthusiast at home or something, and you're just like, I matter because they want their cars cleaned and I do a superior job. But then you also sometimes think, wow, look at how successful this car wash is.
Right.
And now they're offering ceramic rinses and stuff. Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah, so they're offering, basically, like the detailing industry, they're getting better. So the ceramic rinse is sort of like our quick beads. Highly, highly diluted.
Yeah, not as good.
Not as good.
We're not just selling you on that. Quick beads is ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but nonetheless, it is providing a bit of protection. Now,
Probably less longevity at that dilution.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They want you to be taking your car through the car wash at least weekly.
Yep.
And which
The
is
beading
fine.
was so nice the first time it rained.
Yeah, exactly. But nonetheless, we're going to be taking this, well, it looks like this on a regular basis. As soon as we touch a dirt road, like I say, it's 3 feet behind the bus. There's air swirling everywhere. It gets covered. And the rest of the time behind the bus, it has diesel exhaust on it. It has a bit of oil. It has all sorts of fun stuff. When we go over a road that's been freshly paved, the front of this Fiat gets black, and it's not from oil, it's actually from tar. Or when they're doing the tar and, fixing the little strips on the highway by putting tar in it, it just gets covered. So we're gonna be seeing all sorts of things accumulating on the car and washing it off in car washes.
A good reminder to subscribe, like this video,
Yeah.
boop that like button, and turn on the notifications because we're going to be doing YouTube Shorts. Ivan's going to be doing them. Updated, every time you go through the car wash?
Every time we go through a
how's
car
this
wash.
going? And if it starts to do things you don't want it to do,
Right.
I'm curious how long it will last through the battering ram of these car washes.
Exactly.
You're going to be fully transparent and honest. Because
Oh,
everybody
definitely,
wants
yeah.
to know about longevity. And I want to be around in 5 years to give you customer service and to be a trusted name, DIY Detail.
Right.
So we want to stand behind our products.
Exactly.
I think that's the way to win is kindness, honesty, transparency. We're not here to just sell you one product and then move on to the next person. It's we want you to be loyal and love the stuff and know that we care about you and that we want to answer your questions. I know
And-
that sounds like a big spiel, but
And educational
true.
content.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is something that's going to educate. I may ruin my car in the process. No, I won't. I can always polish it out if I have to. But like I said, this is factory paint. It has PPF on the front. It's old PPF, but it's still there.
Wait. Can I polish one of these panels to Nick perfection?
No.
I'll be here for 4 days. And then we can look at it when it comes back and see if it gets scratched up?
No.
It's no, that's not happening.
And the reason I say no, so this is a 10-year-old car. It's never been polished. So yes, it's got deeper hazing to it, all sorts of stuff that to us doesn't look good. But clean it up, still looks shiny, still looks good. And the reason I don't want you polishing to get that perfection is when you're doing that, you're actually removing paint. You're removing clear coat. You're sacrificing the vehicle to get that ego boost of, I made it perfect.
I don't care about that.
Right.
I want it to look good.
Yeah, but it's my car. I want it to last. And there is a trade-off. When you're polishing to excessive levels, as I say, basically trying to make it perfect, you're damaging the vehicle.
Yeah.
Because you're taking away clear coat that can't be replaced. Yes, we'll be putting a ceramic coating on it. Ceramic coating is great, but it's not the factory clear coat.
But
now,
everything is impermanent, Ivan. Every day we're getting closer to death.
I know.
Why not enjoy a beautifully perfect panel of paint?
Because I won't enjoy it.
I know you won't.
No,
It'll drive you crazy.
No, not the, yeah, because I'll have to do the rest of the car to match it. But the OCD thing.
Wet sanding, rotary,
Yeah.
microfiber to get the rotary swirls out, and then a nice polish.
Yeah.
Probably take me 4 hours for one panel.
Yeah. And
There's a reason why I didn't run a profitable detailing shop.
Right.
But the pictures on Instagram looked good at the end.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They look super. But the thing about this is it's a real world car. If you make that panel perfect, no matter what we do, it's going to become imperfect in a very short order.
Within a month.
Within a month.
Within a couple of car washes.
Well, or in this case, within a couple drives behind the bus.
Yeah.
Because to imagine what this car goes through, and I'm not sanctioning you do this, but you probably have done it in your driving career. Get 3 feet behind a transport truck going down the highway at 70 miles an hour in rain. You can't see where you're going. You can't see anything. The car is getting buffeted around, and everything coming off the wheels of that truck is just hitting the front of your vehicle. That's what this goes through on a daily basis.
Yeah. So, final wrapping it up, news you can use, quick tips for people out there. What is the safest car wash? Is it the gas station? Is it the fancier, higher end one? Should I upgrade for the extra this, that tire shine protection? Like, just because I know you have your contacts and knowledge in so many spaces in the industry.
Right.
What would you recommend to someone out there who, in the real world, needs to get their car clean and they don't have time to spend an hour or half an hour in their driveway?
So first of all, search out for either a touchless wash or laser wash.
Even with the chemicals being harsher?
Even with the chemicals. But on the other side, search out for one with the slow speed, well-rinsed neoprene brushes. It looks like a well-maintained car wash. If the outside, the grass is manicured, they have nice flowers, it looks good, there's a really good chance on the inside it's just as well-maintained. And I have a friend in Naples, Florida that runs car washes. They built a couple car washes in the last couple of years, and the technology has really evolved. He takes his truck through his car wash every day. It's the first vehicle every morning, and it's usually the last vehicle every night.
And he's doing that to test his paint and see what's going on?
Well, not only that, to make sure that his equipment is working properly. And they change the nozzles out that rinse the brushes and wash the car regularly, weekly. So those are things that you really need to be looking for. And if you find a local car wash that seems to be well maintained, ask them what their maintenance schedule is. Ask them, hey, how often do you change your nozzles? And if they say, oh, when they break, you might want to find another car wash. But if they say, oh yeah, we change them on a weekly basis, we do this, 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 and this, then yeah, it's probably going to be extremely safe for your paint. Now, the safest wash is always a hand wash with proper technique. You could scratch your car washing by hand as well.
We're going to put a link up above to how to properly wash your car with a foam cannon. And then, I don't know, in about 10 or 15 seconds, I'll put another card up above, and we'll talk about how to do the ultimate safe rinseless wash. So there's an ultimate safe foam cannon, ultimate safe rinseless.
Right.
Both are a ton of fun.
Both are fun. Both do what you need to do. Both are very safe. And there's a lot of talk on the industry about, oh, rinseless isn't safe. Rinseless and washing with soap, both are not safe if you don't have the proper technique. Technique is everything. And technique doesn't need to be complicated, doesn't need to involve a PhD. It just means you're actually being careful about what you're doing and thinking with what you're doing. And there's science behind this. And the science of, the chemical science that we have with the rinseless wash and with the incredible suds They're there to provide lubrication. And if you're doing something without lubrication, that's when you're scratching the vehicle. And when you're using, you talk about the safest wash you can do. Well, whether it be with the rinseless wash or Incredible Suds, it's following it up with either quick beads or ceramic gloss to provide additional lubrication for your drying towel.
Well, I want to talk about two things. If you're going through the car wash and you come out and you have those drips, grab a plush microfiber towel. The fluffy towels on our website with ceramic gloss. It's $14.99. All the professional detailers who are using ceramic gloss say this stuff is insane because they see the value in it.
Right.
Maybe the DIYer doesn't understand how amazing this stuff is, but they're seeing the longevity through maintenance clients, going through a lot of washes, rainstorms. The beading is great. It's such a great value. It adds pop, gloss, whatever, and a lot of durability. So you just get out of the car wash, the drive-through. You capture all the drips. You spray a couple sprays onto your towel or panel. You wipe the drips down. You got the shiniest car in the car wash. You have the best towel because everyone's got the nasty chamois. So that was one thing. And then the other thing was, for an ultimate safe wash, pre-treating the panel before pressure washing it.
Oh, definitely.
Would you recommend that?
Yeah. So a car like this, definitely I'm going to be pre-treating before touching it with a pressure washer.
Why?
Because all this accumulated dirt on here, now I'm taking 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, 1,800, 2,000 PSI, hitting that little piece of dirt and forcing it along the paint at 2,000 PSI.
But it looks so good on YouTube videos.
Oh, it does.
Like Detail Geek, and props to that guy.
Yeah.
3 million subscribers. He knows what he's doing, you know. But he'll pre-treat his vehicles like I don't think I've ever seen him do it. He just does the pressure washer on dirty panel, and it's just that clean line and that clean line, and it looks really nice on camera.
It does. But he's actually damaging the paint. Now he's doing
shots fired.
He's doing disaster details. They're damaged already. He's not taking a brand new car and washing it. But in this case, it's not a brand new car either. But if we were to just hit this with a pressure washer, I can guarantee we're doing damage. That's where we pre-treat. My preference is the rinseless wash because it encapsulates the dirt. Incredible Suds does encapsulation as well, and the foam cannon and all that, and we'll be showing this in future videos on this car. That being said, the rinseless, the technology behind it is just a little different. And even if you're using the foam cannon and all that, if it's this bad, pre-treat it with a rinseless first.
I'm a foam cannon guy all the way.
I
but rinseless is faster, and it's fun too.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to wrap it up there.
Right.
We want to keep these digestible. Again, Nick at DIYdetail.com if you want to reach out to me. Like, subscribe, comment, and
enjoy.
Maybe even share it too.
Yeah.
All right, for Ivan, I'm Nick for the DIY Detail Podcast.
See you in the next one.